Dear students, welcome to my video 2D shapes important formula. What is 2D shapes? 2D means two-dimensional figure, that is two measurements. So simply we can say every figure we can draw on the plane surface or on the paper that are called two-dimensional figure. For example, circle, square, rectangle, octagon, pentagon, etc. These all figures we can draw on the paper or plane surface. And also two-dimensional shapes are flat figures that have a length and a width. And also two-dimensional shapes can also be called a plane figure or polygon. And in this session we have to discuss how to find the area and perimeter of some 2D shapes. Okay, then how to find the area of a 2D shapes? Very simple. The measure of the space inside a shape. How many space are there? That is the area. The meaning of area means how many space occupy on that plane surface or flat surface. That are called area. Okay. For the easy calculation of area, we have to introduce some formula of two-dimensional figure. So this is very easy to find the area of any shapes, and we have to use this formula to find the area of the plane figure. Okay. Then what is perimeter? The perimeter is the dotted distance around the outside of a 2D shapes. That means you calculate the perimeter of a 2D shape by adding together all the lengths of the shape. That means in a rectangle we have four sides. So add all the sides. That is the boundary. Okay. So add the length of the boundary. You will get the perimeter of that 2D shapes. Okay. Now let us discuss the formulas of 2D shapes. First one, rectangle. Already you know what is rectangle. You have a four side and four angles. Here four angles are equal, 90 degree. Opposite sides are equal. And here length and breadth. One side is length. Largest side is length and the smallest side is breadth. So how to find the area of the rectangle? Just multiply length into breadth. So that is the area of a rectangle, L into B. Then how to find the perimeter of the rectangle? Here we have two length and two breadth. Add these length and breadth. So you will get 2L plus 2B. That is 2 taken as a common. So 2 into L plus B. So the perimeter of a rectangle is 2 into L plus B. The next one is square. What is the peculiarity of square? All the sides are equal, all the angles are 90 degree. So here we have to take the one side is small letter A. So A, A. Four sides are equal. So side into side, that is A into A. So area is equal to A into A or A square. Okay. Then how to find the perimeter? A plus A plus A plus A. That is four side. Sum of four side. That is the boundary. A plus A plus A plus A. That is equal to 4A. So the perimeter of the square is equal to 4A. Next one is triangle. Here we have to take one side as a base. So I'm taking here, this is the base. Okay. And draw opposite of this base, we have a vertex. From that vertex, draw an altitude or height to the base. You will get height of the triangle, that is small letter h. So area of the triangle, very simple, half into base into height. Half into base into height, that is half into b into h. That is the area of the triangle. And also by using activity, the area of the triangle half into base into height, by using parallelogram, you can understand very easy way. So you can do that activity at your home. The three sides of the triangle A, B and C are given. So how to find the area of this triangle? Here we have a formula, root of s into s minus a into s minus b into s minus c. That is the Heron's formula. Okay, you will be learn in 10th standard. And also we have to use by coordinate geometry. We have another formula that is also you will be learn 10th standard. Okay, the next one, parallelogram. Here we know opposite sides and opposite angles are also equal. So here base is given and its height also given h. So how to find the area of parallelogram? Area is equal to base into height. The next one, trapezium. Here one pair of opposite sides are parallel and other opposite sides are non-parallel. So here parallel sides are A and B and its height is given small letter h. So how to find the area of the trapezium? Area is equal to half into h into A plus B. Half into h into A plus B. This is the formula to find the area of trapezium. Then next one, rhombus. What is the rhombus? All the sides are equal but opposite angles are equal. Okay, that is the peculiarity of rhombus, and its diagonals are different, that is d1 and d2. So how to find the area of rhombus? Area is equal to half into d1 into d2, that is multiply the diagonals and take the half of that answer, you will get area of the rhombus. Next one is area of a quadrilateral. That means any quadrilateral we can use this formula. By using this formula we can find area of any quadrilateral. Quadrilateral means four side figure. Okay, so here we need one diagonal and opposite of this diagonal we have two vertices. From that two vertices draw a perpendicular line to the diagonal. So one is h1, the second one is h2. So how to find the area? Very simple, half into d into h1 plus h2, that is half into d into h1 plus h2. Okay, the next one is circle. Circle, we know we have a center and a fixed distance, small letter r, that is radius. From that center you draw a that using that fixed distance draw a boundary, so that figure is known as circle. So how to find the circumference of the circle? You take any circle, small or large, any circle, and find out the circumference using thread or any other way, and circumference divided by its diameter. Diameter means a line drawn through the center. That line is called a diameter, or that distance is called a diameter. So circumference divided by diameter, you will get every time a fixed value. That value is known as pi. Then circumference is equal to, we can write pi into d. D means diameter. Pi into d, that is circumference divided by diameter is equal to pi. Circumference is equal to pi into d. So is equal to 2 pi r, because d means double of radius, that is 2r. Okay, instead of d we substitute 2r. So pi d can be written as 2 pi r. So the circumference of the circle is equal to 2 pi r. Then here pi is equal to every time 22 by 7 or 3.14. Every time the fixed value is 22 by 7 or 3.14. It is the approximate value, not equal value. It is approximate value. For the problem, we have to take this value 3.14 or 22 by 7. Okay. The next one is area of a circle. Now consider dividing the circle into 12 equal sectors. Sectors means from the center draw two radius and to the boundary, and you will get a figure. That figure is known as sector. Okay, from the center draw two radius to the boundary, you will get a sectors. So how many sectors here? 12 sectors. And arrange in this order, you will get this shape, and the one side is half of the circumference. Half of the circumference means 2 pi r is the total circumference. So half means pi r. So one side is pi r and this is the radius. So what is the area of this section? It is a form of rectangle shape. So pi r into r. Pi r into r means pi r square. So the area of the circle is pi r square. You can cut two small sectors from the circle. You will get this type of figure, and arrange this order. You will get a rectangle shape. So rectangle, we know the area means length into breadth. So multiply pi r into r. The one side is pi r and the other side is radius r. So pi r into r is equal to pi r square. Okay. The next one is semicircle. Semicircle, we know half of circle. So circle, the area of circle means pi r square. Half of pi r square means pi r square by 2. So the area of semicircle means half pi r square. The next one is circumference of the semicircle. So here we have two boundary. One is here, the second one is here. So what is the circumference of this boundary? That is half of perimeter of circle, correct? Total perimeter of the circle is 2 pi r. So half of perimeter of a circle and plus its diameter. This is the diameter. And how to write? Half of perimeter of circle means pi r. 2 pi r is the perimeter of the circle. So half of 2 pi r means pi r plus diameter, the double of radius, that is 2r. So what is the perimeter or circumference of the semicircle? Pi r plus 2r. The next one is quadrants. Quadrant means quarter of a circle. How many quadrants? Four quadrants are there. So how to find the area of the circle? Pi r square. So how to find the area of quadrant? 1 by 4 of pi r square, that is pi r square by 4. So the area of the quadrant is equal to pi r square by 4. The next one is sector. I already explained what is sector. Again, once more, from a circle, take the center, draw a two radius, and you will get a sector. Okay. Then this portion is called arc length of the sector. So how to find the length of that arc? So we have a formula. Here we have a angle theta and the radius small letter r. Then arc length is equal to theta by 360 into 2 pi r. So the arc length is equal to theta by 360 into 2 pi r. Then how to find the area of the sector? Here again we have an angle theta and its radius small letter r is given. Then area of sector is equal to theta by 360 into pi r square. So this is the formula to find the area of a sector. The next one is segment. What is segment? Draw a chord on the circle. You will get a small portion. That portion is called a segment. One is major segment, one is minor segment. So this is a minor segment. Here, how to find the area of that minor segment? Very simple. Area of segment is equal to area of sector minus area of triangle. Then here we have to use trigonometry idea, and we have to find the area of triangle is equal to half into r square sine theta. Okay, half into r square sine theta is the area of triangle by using trigonometry. And also here area of sector already you learned theta by 360 into pi r square. Then what is the area of segment? Area of segment is equal to area of sector minus area of triangle. So theta by 360 pi r square minus half r square sine theta. So this is the formula to find the area of a segment. Thanks for watching my video. Please wait for next video. Thank you.